Comatose is the story of a mother in a coma, her 2 children undecided on whether to pull the plug or not. The film is expected to cost around $350,000 and is being funded by the KwaZulu-Natal Film Commission, South Africa's Department of Trade and Industry, and the National Film and Video Foundation.
I think within the African context, when we deal with issues of life and death, I wouldn't necessarily say we deal with it in the context of euthanasia. I think we do deal in the context of what is the meaning of life to us? What is the meaning of death? How do we value life? How do we, come to grips with death if a loved one is terminally ill? And for us, it was more of what informs our decision over life and death.
It's a subject matter that touches lives all over the world. In most parts of Africa, it's not even spoken of.
I want to make those films that engage people in a manner that they, at the end of the film, they've shifted and can begin another journey of exploration of things that may have come out of the film.
Funding for films made in Africa is always a challenge. Getting funding for those films that raise awareness and ask the tough questions is even harder.
And obviously, if you want to do those kinds of films, it becomes challenging in getting resources because it's not a rom-com. It's not an action film. It's not those typical films that can take people and put them on seats in cinemas.
Low budgets often force people to take on multiple roles, but for many, their passion to make films keeps them going.
It's been challenging both as being a producer on the project and a writer and an actor, but I think people always say, how do you multitask? I think if you understand filmmaking process, it's almost, you can multitask, understanding fully well that where one particular job spec ends is the beginning of another. Obviously, when you're writing and you have a producer's hat on, you're very conscious of cost as you're writing those retakes.
Comatose is expected to be in cinemas early next year. Sumitra Nydoo, CCTV, Durban.